guys, it's bringing you guys another episode in our Houston Astros career mode. And today we are in the offseason free agency filings. Happened today. We have a couple offers to a couple different people. And basically all we really need left is a starter and just making sure we improve our outfield. So looking at the starters, there's some pretty good ones this year. Kershaw, Strasburg, Greinke, and Bumgarner, probably three of the best young pitchers. 28, so right in their primes. But obviously, $45 million is steep for any of them. So I'm thinking maybe a guy that's maybe a little older. We have a pretty decent rotation. I'll show it to you real quick. We've got Scherzer, Quintana, Bauer, and Eichhoff. And basically, all we need to do is get one more in there, and possibly actually two more starters. Because if we trade Scherzer, I don't know if we're gonna get one back. But I don't know. I have a good feeling that this offseason should go pretty well for us. So let's look at these starting pitchers. Cashner isn't a bad option to go for. Can we short by pitching ratings? Maybe that's individual pitching ratings. There we go. So, are these all starters? Why do starters have 30 stamina? That's interesting. I feel like we need definitely a 4-pitch pitcher. Strasburg. There's really not too many 4-pitch pitchers. Jason Hamel actually wouldn't be too bad of a pickup. He's got 5 pitches. I wonder how much he wants. $9 million. Okay, so Jason Hamel might be someone we go after. David Price probably wants 32. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like we should probably go after Jason Hamel, and Wainwright wouldn't be a terrible option. I just feel like he's going to regress really soon. There's no compensation, though, so let's offer him. It'd definitely be like a 2-year deal at max. 2-year deal with a team option. And we'll see if Wainwright will accept that. And then let's also offer Cashner a deal. He's only 30, so I'll give him a 4-year deal with a team option. I'd be very happy to get Cashner at that price. He didn't have a great year, but 2 years ago he had a stellar year, so hopefully he comes back and does well for us. Do we go after? I think we go after Jason Hamel. Let's just actually look and see who's got some decent pitching stats. John Lester, how did he do? John Lester had a really good year. He wants $32 million because of it. Yeah, he had a fucking hell of a year. Whew. That's really good. 265 ERA. Let's see, who else? Let's actually just sort by... Yeah, let's sort by strikeouts. Price, Lester, Greinke. Lariano wouldn't be a bad shot either. I know there's a filter, but there we go. Bartolo Colon actually had a pretty decent year. I'm not going to go after him because he's 43 years old, but always an interesting person to look at. Brett Anderson. How much does Brett Anderson want? $13 million. He's fragile. We know that. He's an extreme ground ball pitcher, though. I feel like going after Brett Anderson, if we can get him at like $10 million a year, but we only want like 6 years. And no player opt out, but 2 team options, or a team option then a player option. Oh, at least 7 years with that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we only have $17 million left. Looking at the outfielders that are available, basically Brantley is probably our best option to go for. I really just don't think anyone else is really worth going after if Matt Holliday didn't want 18 million, if he was closer to the 10 million mark, we might go after him. But yeah, just not really anyone too crazy. Michael Saunders actually might be a decent pickup as well. Let's try to get him on like a 4-year deal with a team option at the end. See if we'll go for that. And now we're just going to go look at players that might be a good value that we possibly can trade to get prospects in. There's a shortstop, 17-year-old shortstop. Not the greatest home run power, gap power, average on avoiding strikeouts. Decent fielder, though. Maybe we can just offer him a minor league deal. Yeah, that's all he wants. Cool. Maybe go get... I mean, they won't be great prospects, obviously, but something. Terrible gap power. Not going to go after this youngster. Drew Storen. Greg Holland. We are going after Cecil as well. Because I think Cecil would be a really good bargain. Not great. 290 hitter, no future in the big leagues. See, that's what you want to avoid. Very bleak. Our head scout is not too keen on any of these players. I think that might be all we're going for. This go. Oops. Does a lot of things right. He should improve. There's no question that he becomes... Oh, it's not out of the question. Okay, so I might go after him as well. Seems like he might be one of those safer options. Nobody else really is catching my eye that, I really need to go after. Average hitter. And we're going to pass on him too. Okay, so I think that's going to be all we go after. I guess we'll check a starting pitcher. Ooh, really? Mid-rotation. Yeah, we'll go after him. 1999. He is younger than I am. It's kind of weird to think that. Like, there's players out there that are younger than me that are playing. Or, in the minors now, but are going to be playing in the majors fairly soon. Brewers, AJ Ramos? I don't remember that trade. It's been probably a week or so since I last played this, so I don't remember everything that has happened. Let's just make sure we are watching our transactions, making sure all of our pending offers, hopefully we get everyone. Oh, it's the expansion draft. I forgot about that. I wonder if we're going to have anyone picked. Sammy Solis. Okay. Interesting. Who are the best players? Oh, shit. We didn't put him on our list. He's probably one of our better prospects, too. Tony Wolters. Some decent players. Nobody really great. Ref Snyder, Wolters is gone. I wonder if Colin Wright, interesting. I wonder if we're gonna lose our Flowers, AJ Ramos, Dylan Gee. I'd be very surprised if we don't lose Zinch, who's our setup guy last year. Okay, we'll complete the draft and hopefully we still have Zinch on our roster. It's not looking good. Expansion draft. Alright, I'll just look him up real quick. Okay, so we did keep him. Thank goodness. He was the best player in the draft, but I guess they don't want a 28-year-old. He's got a really low salary. I'm not sure why they didn't take him. Okay, good. Okay, so Hall of Fame voting in a couple of days. Let's see. I don't even know who's on the ballot this year. Felix Hernandez in talks with Colorado. I would love to see him in Colorado. That's like the biggest hole that we've ever had is the starting pitching in Colorado. 2010 was our best season for starting pitching, but that's because we had the Aaron Cook and Ubaldo Jimenez have really decent seasons. Other than that, like, when your best pitcher of all time is probably Jeff Francis or Ubaldo Jimenez in his prime, that's a rough life. I'll tell you what, being a Rockies fan is not easy. So, once more years and more money. Okay, Posey, how many more years are we talking? 6 years, $23 million. Let's do 21 million. Oh, we go for 22 million. So maybe get him for 22 million. All of our minor league contracts look like they might go through up to this point. Wainwright favors his offer, as well as Cecil. So looking decent so far in the free agents. Alright, come on now. Okay, sweet. We just signed a bunch of players. So we just signed, let's see, any big, Jason Hayward going to the Orioles. Longoria going to the Mariners. Pedroia to the Nationals. Interesting. Hernandez is going to the Orioles as well. Detroit getting Tulo. Chris Davis going to the Signs of San Francisco. Okay, that's interesting. He's in a Reds hat, so. Kansas City going and grabbing David Price. So we get our prospects, all of our prospects that we kind of wanted to sign, and as well as Adam Wainwright, Bumgarner going to the Dodgers, jumping over from the Giants, which is interesting. Like, that's one thing that I feel like would never happen. Like, Kershaw going to the Giants? Nah, dude. There is just no way. No way in hell that's ever happening. Who is this guy? He does not look good at all. Oof. Our scout likes him, but I don't know. For $4 million, I think we're going to have to pass on him. So Posey now favors our offer. Saunders as well. We still have $13 million for. Ooh, Brian. Oof. That sucks. Brantley, 5 years, $24 million. I'd be happy to do that. I think it wanted like 18 or something to begin with. I could be wrong, but that still seems like a decent amount of money to give them for the player that I'm getting. Improve our outfield. Oh, Posey, don't sign with somebody else. Oof. Both of them are two big free agent signings. Both want more money. Oh, I really hope I can get both of these guys. 28 million? I don't have enough money. So if they don't sign, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to start looking to other people. So there's still some decent catching, like Cervelli, as well as like he's up from 19 million. We can always go get McCann. So still some decent players, and bringing in Saunders Brantley isn't as big of a deal as getting. I still would like to get him though, and that is for sure. Worst case scenario, we have to go get like Holiday or something, but because he's actually down to 13 million. Beautiful. We did get it Cashner and Anderson, so our rotation is looking pretty nice. Nice enough that we can trade Matt Scherzer now. Let's see who we can get. Really not too many people want Matt Scherzer. That's very interesting. You would think, I guess maybe towards the deadline a little bit. He's not coming off the greatest of years, but still. You would think that some people would be interested in him. Alright, Posey and Brantley both want more money. I think our hole at catcher is bigger than our hole in left field. Or we really don't have a hole in left field. We just have a hole in right field with Dugan. So, oh, this is tough. So I think we go after the catcher because Ryan Murphy, he'll be decent in a couple of years, but we kind of need somebody to fill that spot for a couple of years, and that's kind of what Posey would be doing. Okay, so we need to get Posey. It's only $31 million. Maybe just go after like Cervelli or something. Alright, so I think we might be just going after a... Oh, Lord. Russell Martin, what are you wanting per year? 31. Everyone's up to 31. I guess it's just a really bad year for catching, or, you know, good year for catchers, but... Okay, whoa. So Cervelli still only wants like $13 million. We can get like a 6-year deal? Really? I would be happy to do that. And then we can go after Brantley still. 4-year deal. I'm really not feeling paying Brantley. If he doesn't accept that, I think we might just give up on him. We are going to give up on Posey, though, because... Trade proposal. Let's see what that is. Let's read all. And... Adam Eaton for Trevor Bauer. So, basically, Adam Eaton just likes to be traded for big pitchers. I'm going to have to pass on that one. Let's see. Any other big... I don't think there's any other big trades or signings yet. He talks with Cleveland. Interesting. Winter meetings did end yesterday. Rule 5 draft today. Justin Upton's actually batting leader in left field. So, let's go. I don't know if we have a 28. So not great picks, but might be able to pick up somebody. I mean, really. Looks to be a decent reliever. He's on a minor league contract. Yeah, I guess we'll pick him up. Actually, let's see who... Our head scout doesn't recommend that we pick anybody up. Oops, not him. Yeah, I mean, it won't hurt us any, and then complete the draft. Alrighty, so now we're basically just waiting on our players to sign. And as soon as that happens, we are set to go into the regular season. Hopefully, we get all of these guys signing very soon. Everyone is favoring their offers, so I assume that within the next couple days, hopefully we get some people. Okay, so we do get Cervelli and Saunders. Cecil and Brantley both still not accepting the deals just yet. We have the second highest payroll in the MLB. And I assume with Brantley and Cecil, that might go up to number 1 if we're able to sign both of them. Let's see, anybody... So we still have free agent. Interesting. So we do have to give up a compensation pick for Cecil. Or Cervelli, sorry. Bautista going to the Tampa Bay Rays. Martin going to the Red Sox. Kershaw going to the Rangers. So they're going to be a lot harder. Voting results. Oh, I don't think we voted. Let's see. Ramirez and Guerrero, both first ballots. Bagwell finally getting in. So the players you think should get in did get in. So 3 inductees this year, actually pretty nice. Strasburg going to Cincinnati, and Wade Davis going to San Diego. So some decent signings. Cervelli finally signs. Wright going to the Rays. Thornburg going to the Pirates. So all we're waiting on is for Brantley. Still favors the offer. So I think that should be a pretty decent offseason for us if we are able to sign him. Looks like Posey finally got signed. Oh, he is holding out just. There we go. Finally able to pick him up. Granderson. He signs with the Dodgers. So 2 players from the Giants going to the Dodgers. And Volsquez with the White Sox. Andrew Miller with the Athletics. And I'm liking the team. Evaldi to the Rockies from Washington for quite a fair slew of players. So we're just going to run through the team real quick. Make sure there's no more holes. We do have an extra with Koshner and Eichhoff, so we do need to trade a starting pitcher, which hopefully is either Scherzer or Wainwright. Get rid of a veteran to get Koshner in the rotation. Lineup-wise, though, with we got a pretty decent leadoff hitter. He's got decent, contacts and really good speed and stuff. So hopefully he'll be a good leadoff hitter. And then Brantley on the left, Correa, Baez, Franco, Cervelli, Smith, Calhoun, and Parker. So Parker is going to be slotted out for Desmond Jennings. And Desmond Jennings will play right field. Actually, we could probably move Desmond Jennings to center field and right field for him, and Desmond Jennings to center. I like that lineup. Cervelli. I feel like we have a pretty strong lineup going into the season. Smith looks like he's going to be our starting first baseman. Not the greatest, but should improve as the year goes on. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Did some good off-season moves. I think we improved the team a lot. We'll go through the off-season wrap-up next episode. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. My name is Tomash, and I'll see you guys next time.